Hey friends, yo man, it's T. We're back with a video on gregdoucette, man. He's doing a video on, you know who, the Tren twins, Bodoski. So we're gonna do a reaction video to the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gear slave himself, gregdoucette. So gregdoucette says Tren twins combined IQ equals 79. Okay.
I'm on male birth control. Steroids is just male birth control, bro.
Many of the audience that watch the Tren twins are young. Women, don't be stupid. 79! Coach Greg, in today's video, the Tren twins, they're fed up with people training, getting in their way in the new year. And so they decide to head out to Planet Fitness, a gym where regular folk, not serious people, they like to train in. Now this...
You mean where drug addicts don't go? You mean normal people go? Okay, yeah. That are faking it? Okay.
Is up for debate. I've been to many a Planet Fitness. I've trained there with the Mountain, Juju Mufu, many others, including just there on my own, and it is in fact a great gym. But wait!
That gym is not far away from where I live, man. It's just maybe like, I don't know, a few blocks away. I mean, I have so many gyms around me. It's incredible. Let me see. There's one, two. They're within walking distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7, 8 gyms, 9, 10 gyms in walking distance around me. No, 11 gyms I know. No, 12. Sorry, 12 gyms around me. Within walking distance, just a couple of blocks from each other.
So you see what the Tren twins do? Park around and find out.
Hey, buddy, look, you're rowing on the bench, right? This is for bench press.
What? Well, no, bro, you can...
Now I'm gonna press you out of here.
No.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, who wants to see some bro using the bench press in order to hold up his bicep curl bar? To the same extent, girls don't do dips on the bench press. The bench press, it's for bench pressing. And in Mike's case, for tearing his pec.
Oh, my God!
Too soon, too soon.
Can I speak to a manager?
I'm the manager.
New year. New me.
New year, new pre. And so please check out Harder Than Last Time Hardcore 3D for all your high stim needs.
Thank you, Greg.
And so I've been to the gym in the new year, and personally, I never saw that many people. I was there, went to a new gym, another Good Life, took 16 photos with 16 fans. Yes, I counted it. Call me crazy. But
Happy Lunar New Year, as we welcome a new year that's going to bring prosperity and good...
I counted it. Call me crazy. But remember, I don't mind this at all. I like meeting fans. I like taking photos. Having a good time. Remember, it gives me an opportunity to tell these guys turkesterone laced with math. I kid, there's no math in my turkesterone, but what there is...
Exactly. He has a chance to sell a turkesterone and all these GO2 Max and tablets and everything to fake it because his programs do not work. Yeah. Why would he sell you a program how to build muscle if they don't work? He's got to sell you GO2 Max. You fake it. You can fake it.
Inside of it, it's actual turkesterone. Yeah. Unlike Gorilla Mine and other companies have been outed for selling fake turkesterone, mine has been proven to be real, and I do in fact have the receipt. Code Greg, 15% off. And so remember...
See? 15% off. Coach Greg. Why would you buy his cookbook and his workout plan? They don't work. Might as well just buy his turkesterone and his GO2 Max, right? And fake it. He's telling you you can't build muscles. He's telling you you're wasting your time in the gym. But I guess people, they're not listening on his channel. They're too stupid to understand what he's saying.
If you're trying to get the gains in 2025, money back guarantee, and a 20...
If you're trying to get the gains, you have to get it from a bottle. Because you people are too stupid to understand. You have to get it from a bottle. You don't get it from working out in the gym concentrically.
$20 gift card. Get it and find out.
This channel does not promote or promotion any elite.
Why do you think the Tren twins take steroids? Weights don't build muscles. Duh. You wasting your time out there.
Activity.
And so remember, the Tren twins, they do not promote or condone the use of performance-enhancing drugs.
And I'm being sarcastic.
And I'm not being sarcastic.
Thanks for watching.
Shut up.
Why would they? They promote it for themselves because They're the only ones that want to walk around that have built muscles. Well, at least pretend muscles.
Up, Dr. Berg.
They're trying to take what originality that we have. Are you willing to not be able to wipe your ass from the back anymore?
No, I'm not going to wipe myself like a girl from the front. I'm going to continue to wipe it from the back. And if I happen to get so much muscle that I can't do this, well, I'm going to start stretching.
Go to Planet Fitness. This is not
See? If you get so much fake muscle, gotta start stretching.
a serious lifting gym at all. Hey, I'm here. You're the only person on steroids in the gym.
And is it just me, or is it not say E68 Fitness? I've never...
Of course, he's the only one that looks like he's on steroids in the gym because weightlifting doesn't build muscles. That's what everybody discovered. Why do you think everybody's faking it with pills and powders and weight gainers and bulk diets and all these weird fake things they're doing? Come on, man. You have to be stupid not to see that. You have to be blind.
Heard of this place? Is that a different name for Planet Fitness? But he's saying, look, you're going to be the only one on steroids in there. It's a non-serious gym. Y'all think that only the serious lifters of the world go on steroids? It's just for professional bodybuilders or...
No, the people go on it who want to get muscle because you're not building any muscle in the gym, lifting concentrically. That's why.
Professionals and so on that want to take steroids, the majority of people who take steroids don't even look like they work out. And so why do you think they're taking them? They want to look like they work out.
They don't look like they work out. They want to look like they work out. I love that one. They work out, but they want to look like they work out because they don't look like they work out. Get it, dude?
Has anyone ever thought of that? And so when Chris benches 405 for 9, it doesn't mean that all you out there, if you start blasting hella Tren, hella gear, doesn't mean you're going to be doing the same thing. The majority...
Yes, you are. If the Tren twins can do it, the midget twins, and whatever his name is, Chris Bumstead, then so can you. Greg's lying to you. Come on.
Where do you people on...
It's because he wants to sell you the GO2 Max. Get it? The trigesterone.
Steroids, that's right, most of them never even going to bench press 405 for 1. And so let that sink in. And let me further add to this. Most people on steroids, they're not benching 315. Sorry, telling you the truth.
Want to make a bet? They all are.
The probability of the bench press being open today is pretty low. Well, the probability of me spreading my seeds also low, but that's not... I'm not giving up on that.
Touche. Just because the chances of him spreading his feet...
They probably have the poorest genetics of all the people in the gym. The Tren twins. The midget twins. They're taking steroids. They're faking it just like Bumstead.
Are low doesn't mean he's not going to try. Just like Togi.
Togi 2's faking
He wants
it.
to have, what, 30
Togi 2 is faking it so he can get subscribes. Likes the subscribes.
to 35 children by the time he gets older?
This is a problem.
But just because he likely can't convince Eddie to lay down with him doesn't mean he's not going to try.
I'm actually infertile. So I'm on male birth control. Steroids is just male birth control, bro.
Many of the audience that watch the Tren twins are young. Women, don't be stupid. 79! Just because a guy says, I'm on testosterone, doesn't mean he can't get you pregnant. I've heard this from women in the past. They actually think it. No, you're good. You're on steroids, right? Wrong! Are you a freaking moron? Just because you're on testosterone doesn't mean you're shooting blanks. Guys, girls, be smart, wear protection, and if it's Togi or the Tren twins, walk away.
Everybody's looking.
Well, but at some point they will be shooting blanks because it shrinks your balls. It turns it off because you put wasting drugs in your body. Your body thinks, what is this, man? We're not wasting away. There's too much food coming in. We have to stop this from happening. So they shut off your balls. It shuts off all kinds of key pathways. Even your receptors start shutting down to stop this from binding, this stuff that you're doing, injecting it in your body. Yeah, and then you have to take higher and higher dosages. That's what's going to destroy you because it's toxic. The higher the dosage, the higher the toxicity goes up through the roof, and then you die from the toxicity, not the steroids. Get it?
At me, it's clearly because I'm just extremely...
work. It's because of the camera. When there's a camera walking in, people, they're scared of cameras. They see the camera, they want to hide. How's my makeup? How's my hair? What do I look like? Am I jacked enough? Is somebody going to post this and see me sitting with my side chick? That's what they're looking at. They're looking at the camera. They're not looking at you. They're looking at the camera. Am I going to be in a Joey Swole video? People, they only care about themselves. They don't care if you're jacked, if you're handsome, if you're 5'6" manlet like the Tren
You think they're not? Of course they do.
Twins or Coach Greg. They don't care about that.
You're taking
Of course they do.
creatine before your lift. You're taking methyl tren. You know what methyl tren is?
Yes, in fact, I do know what methyl tren is. It's not something to just take to go to the gym and have a good workout. Methyl tren, it's very strong. Average dose, 0.5 to 2 milligrams. I used to take 1 milligram a day. Use it for approximately 2, maybe 3 weeks before a powerlifting or bodybuilding competition. It makes you a lot stronger, more aggressive, hardens the physique, and so for bodybuilders, this is something very popular. Similar to something like halotestin. Very, very toxic. Highly discourage you from using methyl tren. You didn't think you could learn things from a Coach Greg video.
Greg goddamn Doucette.
I would rather get pegged than lose another pack.
And so apparently Chris would rather get pegged by Wes Watson, perhaps, than leave another pack behind.
Ding, 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 ding.
I don't know if I misheard this. Remember, I have a hearing aid. I'm not all there. I'm 49, pushing 50. 50 keys of testosterone across the border. I may be getting older, but I'm still just a chill guy.
See, 50 keys of testosterone. Even that Watson guy's fake, too.
I think what's most impressive about this bench press is not the fact that he did it for 9 reps, it's the fact he's doing it with a close grip bench. That involves more of the triceps. And so perhaps he's scared that he's going to tear a pec as well. But when I used to bench 405 for 15 reps, I used to use a much wider grip. That decreased the range of motion. And
Yes. When Greg Doucette injected handfuls of steroids to bench a heavy weight, he too benched 405 like the Tren twins. Ooh, but nobody else can when they take steroids. Only Greg Doucette can. And let me see, who else is there? Oh, Bumstead. And who else is there? Oh, the Tren twins. They're the only ones in the entire world on steroids. So Greg says, if you think you can bench press that taking steroids, you better think again. Only they can, because they're special manly.
so if you're training for a powerlifting meet, it's all about maximizing the weight you can lift.
Whatever, man. Oh, maximizing. But these people, they just keep faking it and faking it.
With a wider grip, although I do think he should pause the weight to minimize injury risk.
I like the fact that he's just doing some partially reps here, wide grip here. But yeah, whatever. I don't know. They never do enough.
I do believe he could press more weight if he used a slightly wider grip than last time. And when training for 1 rep max, of which he hits a 407.
The reason, yeah, that's why when people have their hands in closer, they say, well, they get injured. Well, because you're getting eccentric work now. If your arms are wide across, you're not getting enough eccentric work because your arm is going to go all the way, your elbow is going to bend all the way down, and it's going to pull out your chest. That's where that's where all these fake lifters, that's where they get injuries in the pec because they're weak.
75-pound bench, very impressive. I do believe you should save some of your strength for...
Right there, that was probably very dangerous there, getting closer to the close grip and coming down. Like a shoulder with length, and you're bringing the weight down. That's where all the action happens. See what I mean? The action doesn't happen when you have a wider grip. Nothing going on there.
The top end set. 405 for 9, which is close to failure. Once you've done that, your body is now going to be pre-fatigued. It's going to be much harder. Now, I'm not sure if...
The question is this: why do they have to go so heavy? They're not building any weight. The majority of their lifting is concentric exercises, man. They don't build muscles, bro. So why do they have to lift heavy? To what? To pump more glycogen in the muscle? I got to lift heavier because I got to pump more glycogen. I'm building more glycogen muscles. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, man. Get it? None of this makes sense. They're lifting, everything that they're doing here, it's just garbage. If it didn't work naturally, what makes you think lifting concentrically is going to work fucking on drugs, too? You have to be insane in your head.
He's deadlifting in this fashion because of the fact he had injured his pec, but when you are in fact deadlifting, you want your arm.
Nobody's building any muscles in the gym. Walk around and look at these people. Do they look like they're building muscles, lifting concentrically, lifting in a comfortable way? If you're comfortable lifting, you can't build muscles. Get it? Because it's uncomfortable to build them. To build real muscles is very uncomfortable, and it isn't based on concentric lifting, dude.
To be vertical. Notice he's lifting the weights with his arms out slightly to the side. They should be hanging straight down.
Yes, it should be hanging, straight down, and that's going to make the magic happen. Yeah, okay, Greg.
This will, again, minimize the distance of the deadlift. He said he's training.
Yes, Greg, like you bouncing it, sumo. Sumo doesn't count, Greg. Greg has the world's record, but apparently they took his records away because they found out, they tested him later, they found out he was on drugs. All his records have been taken away. The bicycle shit, everything, he got caught, the newspaper, everything, his lifting and everything, he's been caught. He's been cheating even at bodybuilding competitions. He says he went there, it was natural. Bullshit, it was natural my ass, bro. He took drugs his entire life because he sucks. It's all fake. He just fakes it.
For a powerlifting meet, if you minimize the distance the bar is traveling, you're...
So if his training didn't work, listen to what Greg Doucette says. Greg Doucette says he reached a newbie gain limit, a genetic limit. Well, if he reached a genetic limit, newbie gain limit in his training, then he's going to sell you a training book and it's going to tell you how to get over that. Get it? All of you reach the same newbie gain, and genetic limit. So what fucking makes all of you fucking special snowflakes think that you can fucking get over it? If Greg couldn't get over it, the trend slaves over here couldn't get over it. Bumstead couldn't get over it. Nobody else could. They reached that so-called genetic limit, newbie gain limit. But I know they're going to sell you a plan, right? A workout plan that's going to get you over it, right? And these testosterone builders and GO2 max and powders and shit and everything. You have to be out of your mind. You people are insanely crazy and stupid.
Going to lift that much more weight. And so the form that he's using, it's almost as if he wants to do a clean and jerk, if you will. But he is not, in fact, Olympic lifting. I do believe that would be very dangerous for his chest. And so I would advise him to...
Yes. He's a monkey. He's become a lifting slave, taking drugs now, performing slave. For all you people on YouTube.
Grip the bar about 4 inches closer together to allow him to lift that much more. One thing I want to point out is, do you often notice how powerlifters, they lift up really, really hard? They're pulling the weight, and upon getting to full completion...
Man, I don't know any powerlifters out there. You're calling these people powerlifters? They're fake, bro. How could they be powerlifting if they're fake?
They then drop the weight very quickly. Now, in powerlifting, that is okay. You're looking for the maximum weight that you can lift, and so it doesn't really matter how slowly you lower the weight down. But if we're training for muscle hypertrophy, and I do believe these guys both want to get built bigger and stronger, it's important.
Yeah, they want to get built bigger and stronger? They've already got the build, the fake build. They took the drug and it pumped them up, giving them the illusion that they're big. And the steroids, that's just giving them the strength because they're injecting strength. It's called steroids. It's a wasting drug.
To control the negative. Now, Jeff Nippard made it.
They should control the negative. They don't control negatives. Get it? They don't want to. It's uncomfortable.
Video saying, hey, you don't need to...
Why would they want to control the negative? If they're taking steroids, they're not into building real muscle, so why do they need to control the negative? They're not interested. They're taking steroids, you dumbass.
Really go slow on the eccentric to build maximum muscle.
See, to go slow on the eccentric and build maximum muscle, you must be watching my channel for sure, Greg, because I've done a couple of videos now and I'm sending it to him there. He knows what I do in my channel. Greg knows what I do in my channel, but whatever. Well, I had a spat with him like 7 years ago. It's you can even find it. It's in I don't know, somebody posted it or whatever in the fucking YouTube. Anyways, the point is, I don't know if they posted all of it. Did they? I don't remember. Fuck. I had it somewhere on my old channel, but whatever. This is just fake, bro. Whatever.
He compared various studies, for example, a 2-second eccentric to a 4-second eccentric, and said,
on drugs or natural, Greg? 4 seconds, 2 seconds. See what I mean? It's not working for anybody natural.
You see, it's about the same. But what they didn't compare was a fast eccentric, 0.2 of a second, 0.5 to, for example...
Maybe they should compare the testosterons and GO2 maxes on here.
people lifting it on the concentric.
Yeah.
And so there is something known as time under tension. How long is the muscle contracting? And when you only do concentric lifts while powerlifting, you're lifting the weight very quickly, dropping the weight to the floor, you're missing out on the amount of muscle you can build. The studies concluded anywhere from 1 to 7 seconds on
No, really? You don't say.
eccentric, that is optimal. This was 0.1, 0.2 of a second. The downward motion, it's very fast. There is no controlling the eccentric. And so my advice, if you're trying to increase muscle size, if you're trying to train like the Tren twins and so on, I would advise you to slowly lower the weight down. It doesn't...
Wait. Why don't you show us, Greg? Get off your drugs and show us how this works. Yeah. Get off completely off your drugs and show us how this works. Lowering the weight is going to maximize muscle growth. Show us how it does that. Because obviously it didn't work for you because you reached that what? Newbie gain limit, genetic limit, and all that. That's why you went on steroids, right? Isn't that correct, Greg?
Have to be crazy slow. You don't have to train like Eric Janicki doing ultra slow control.
Eric Janicki is so puffy like a pincushion. Look at him. Look at his neck. Look at his face. It's bloated like a balloon. Balloon man. This is the balloon method.
Eccentrics, although that...
Why don't you guys just call this weightlifting that you do the balloon method? This is the balloon method.
That would also work.
You know the guy Superhuman You, Troy from Superhuman You. The balloon method. This is what this is.
But please at least have some control of the eccentric on the way down. And yes,
Please just have some control of the eccentric. Just some. But even if you have control of some of it going down, it's not really going to do anything because it went heavier going up. It went lighter going down. That's the problem. It's too light on the eccentric.
powerlifting movements
It's too light on the eccentric going down to have any effect. That's the problem.
do in fact build muscle. You don't have to listen to Mike Isertel tell you to use a 10-pound dumbbell, for example, and do lying down
How would Mike know? Mike fakes it too, like the rest of them.
bicep curls. You can actually train old school using old school techniques, and that involves training hard with
Old school? You mean old school drugs too? Holy shit.
compound movements.
4 good days out of the 7 days of the week. That's a good week.
And so Chris's theory is it's all about doing more good than bad. If you had 4 good days in the week,
Again, if it didn't work for them off the drugs, so it makes it gonna work for them on these cosmetics, these artificial fake cosmetics, bro. Faking it.
well, you had a good week. Anything above 50% is positive, and think of it, that actually does make sense.
Yeah,
You don't...
I know. Steroids magically build muscles, right? They magically build tissue. You just inject it, and they just magically appear. You don't need follistatin, myostatin, or satellite cell to build them. You don't need the activation of the satellite cells or stem cells to build muscles. You don't need this damage. You don't need any of this stuff. What you need is steroids. They magically build them out of thin air. Yeah, sure.
always have to eat perfectly. If 4 out of 5 meals in a day were good, well, likely it was...
When it even says in science, concentric exercise shortens muscles. They get smaller doing concentric exercises. So how did they get bigger exactly? Why do you think people complaining in the gym that they're getting smaller doing concentric exercises? The more they do, the smaller they get. They're going to tell you they're building a muscle, but they're small. But then what do? They eat carbohydrates. So they're loading the carbohydrates. They're pumping. It's doing the reverse. The muscle is shortening, getting smaller, but they're loading carbohydrates by pumping concentrically.
good day in terms of your diet. And so stop thinking you need to be perfect. You just need to be better than average.
Let's have the best pump of 2025, baby.
And so what I like to see here is
See, they even admitted it. The best pump in 2025, baby. The best pump. That's what they're getting, pumped muscles.
that Mike, despite his tearing of his pec, the fact that he's injured, he's still training in the gym. Notice he can still train the good side of the body, the right side. When I was injured, for example, I posted on Instagram, I had my crutches on after doing hip surgery. As you know, I've also broken the right elbow. I've broken the left elbow. I've had several surgeries. I had third-degree separation of my shoulder. All throughout my life, I've been injured many, many times. But one thing...
You want to know why he was injured throughout his entire life? Because Greg is weak. Get it? He's weak, man. You understand me? Steroids do not make you strong. They make you better at lifting a heavy weight, but they do not make you very strong. Your body is weak. It's going to fucking rip apart, fall apart.
that I had in common amongst all of these injuries is I never gave up. I went to the gym as soon as possible and I did what I could do. You can't be perfect, but what you can do is give it what you got. When you just take time off, oh, I injured myself. Oh, I'm sick. I'm going to take the next week, the next month off. Oftentimes for many people, it's hard to get back going. But if you have the mindset to go and train like a champion, oh, I'm injured. Well, I can still go and stretch. I can still go and do cardio. I can still train my upper body. Oh, I broke my right leg. Well, my left leg is good. I'm going to train that. That kind of mindset.
Wow, that's really crazy, man. That kind of mindset. Oh, I broke an arm, broke a leg. Let's just go work out. Oh, man, these people really have had it.
It's going to carry with you for the rest of your life. It's going to help you. You need to be consistent. You need to keep training. Never give up. You actually
If that was true, why does Greg have to take steroids then?
can do it.
That shit burns. You know what else burns? Gonorrhea.
And so he went with gonorrhea. I was thinking chlamydia, thinking Togi. Hopefully Togi's feeling better than last time in 2025.
Thank you, Greg.
And so I'm going to tell you all at home, you probably don't need to do the wrist shit. Most of you are gregging your doucettes. That's enough hypertrophy work at home. You don't need to go to the gym and do some extra of that wrist grabbing. But if you are, in fact, unilateral, always using the same hand, I would suggest you sometimes greg your doucette with your other hand. Mix things up. Make it feel like it's someone else.
Chicken breast from Tyson is probably really not good for you or nothing, but...
Listen, just because food's frozen, it doesn't mean it's not good for you. For example, frozen vegetables, they're almost as good as fresh. Don't kid yourselves. Just because things are frozen, just because it's quickly available, doesn't mean that it's bad, especially if it's chicken. Really? We're going to start demonizing frozen chicken, that it's not, in fact, good for you? Now, here's something that's not. Something that's carcinogenic. When you cook meat and you burn it, it's a class 1 carcinogenic. According to the World Health Organization, it's not good. It can, in fact, cause cancer. And so why is it that the Tren twins are using a pan that likely costs $1.99? Can they not afford a chef at this point, somebody to meal prep for them? I mean, they're perhaps not as rich as Coach Greg or Dr. Mike Isertel, but could he not afford a better tan? I mean, a pan, a better pan. This one, it belongs in the trash, exactly like Mike Isertel's tan. It belonged in the trash.
Son of a... Oh, this is a bad idea. Overcooked my shit.
It tells you exactly how long to cook your meals for. It
does. The fake book again. Why do you need this fake book, man? If you have the GO2 Max Turk Builder, you don't need it.
Exactly laid out, the ingredients that you need. It's very easy. And when you're making hella cash like the Tren twins, I don't want to say exactly how much money they're making, but it's probably more than you. They can afford to eat better. I don't get it. I mean, Coach Greg as a chef comes in Monday to Friday, morning till supper time. We don't have to worry about that. I got all the food on the weekend. You've seen this. Now, even if you don't make
See, Greg Doucette has a chef that comes in and does it with your money, but he's selling you a book so you could cook at home.
millions and millions of dollars every single weekend or month, you don't need to go without having a chef. The Tren twins, they can afford it. Trust me, bro.
Bro, chew with your mouth closed. Oh my god, that just triggered... I mean, where's your manners?
I like how Mikey just takes it. Bro has no chill. It's like Coach Greg. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And if you can't put up with it, well, there's the door. And so if I happen to chew a little loud, perhaps my mouth's a little bit too far open. So what? Is it really that bad? Are we really going to make a big deal out of this? What's next? Going to get mad at me because the light's on at night? That I want to have a night light to walk out, to go to the bathroom so I don't get hurt? Yeah, I've been in relationships like that. Trust me, you don't want it.
I've seen this dude doing the worst bent over rows I've ever seen. Skinny's like his first time in the gym. Like, bro, you need to be doing compound lifts, bro.
Or he needs to be doing a Zwift bike race at home. Some people, they can just have just as good a workout in their apartment, their home, as they do at the gym. For example, I personally enjoy going on the Zwift, a racing bike, more at my home than I do going to train at the gym. Now,
the Swift, yes.
Oh, yes, I do both, but I can have a very good workout while riding on the bike. And guys, trust me, it develops a good physique. Just check out these quads, guys. You got the Tren twins upped on Tren. Coach Greg is racing bikes as quads of steel.
Yeah, boy.
And yes, I'm on turkesterone and Geotumax, and as you know, 140 milligrams of test a week. But guys, if you do bike riding, you sprint up a hill every now and then, you can in fact develop a much better physique than you have right now. It's not about being perfect, it's about being better than you are.
I don't know. I just don't see the point of immediately going into the gym and doing some weak ass hypertrophy. That's not like, bro.
Then raced on Zwift at home.
This shit pretty damn good for some frozen cooked chicken.
Imagine if he had a chef. Imagine if he used my cookbook. The Tren twins, if they should ever want to visit Coach Greg in Canada, I can show them the high life. The life that they perhaps are missing. Tren twins, you got to come and visit Coach Greg. They'll have the chefs make you all the delicious recipes. You won't know what you've been missing.
2025.
All the delicious fake slave food diets, man, to build these fake muscles.
Truly about
Like what builds fake muscles on steroids? The slave food diet. Slave food diet. People found out that eccentric exercise does not build muscles, right? So then they go take steroids and they lift. What would happen if they took protein, if they ate protein and lifted? The same thing. Nothing would happen. So what do? They eat carbohydrates. You see them eating donuts and cookies all day. You think that builds muscles? What kind of muscles that build? Nothing. It just expands the sarcoplasm. They're just getting really fat. Look at his face. It's puffy, his neck, everything. He's just fat all around, man. They're not building any muscle. You people have to be insane. They built muscle.
some habits.
And so for me, 2025 is about continuing the ride of my life.
Yes, continuing being fake forever. Why? Who cares, right? It doesn't really matter anyways, right? Shit that.
And I'm not talking about last night. Hey, remember I said I had a throat goat?
I'm still hungry, bro.
And so
I know. Lifting weights work. You go to the gym, you lift weights, and you get big because weights build muscles. Yeah. Show me one person that weights are building muscles.
still hungry because his food isn't as voluminous
Lifting concentrically.
as last time. It's not as filling. The Coach Greg cookbook, you see, cookbook 3.1, what you get is very filling.
All this concentric lifting just weakens you is what it does. It weakens you over time, man, until you get older and then you just wake up one day and go, whoa, I wasted 30 years pumping my muscles up, pumping them. When they get off their steroids or whatever happens in the future, because I could be on steroids forever, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Maybe they will, until they die or it kills them or whatever. But the point is, like Michael Hearn, stay on it diligently here and there, whatever the hell, however he's doing it. And then eventually, whatever, until they die on it or whatever. I don't know. He's sure cutting his lifespan short taking steroids. He'd be dying soon anyways. I don't know. But whatever. You get the point, man. And it's not going to last. It's not going to last.
Recipes. They taste amazing, way better than this. Very simple to make.
Look at this slave food. Gross, man. Look, dumping it in there. Tastes great, the slave food. Yummy, delicious slave food.
Less calories, more protein, more fiber, more
Yes, because it's all sugar. That's all it really is. Look, donuts with this cream-filled shit, it builds muscles with this powder on it. Look, Mom, I eat these. They build muscles. This bread I've been dipping over there, making some weird Frenchy toasty, is going to build muscles. And these donuts, they build muscles, Mom. Look, steroids.
You won't be saying, hey, I'm still full. You'll be saying, I'm satisfied. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, you won't be saying you're full because there's no nutrients in it, but you're satisfied because you had satisfied your drug addict addiction to all these fake slave food diets.
Thank you, Greg.
What are you doing eating that shit with your fingers? Why?
Did anyone catch that? This is how I used to eat with my dogs. Exactly as it stands. They would sit around watching me, waiting patiently. Could you give me a bite there, Dad? Here you go.
Boom.
And proceed to chew it down. And perhaps the dogs are jealous of the background. Mikey's taking over their role. But hey, whatever works for them. It's 2024. If Mikey wants to identify as a dog in 2025, by all means.
I'm about to go get a big gulp Diet Coke, 30 ounce, and a gallon of water. and I'm gonna finish it before bed. Maybe a protein bar.
Highly discouraged drinking an entire gallon of water before bed cause nocturia. You're going to continuously get up to go and pee during the night. And the Diet Coke, 30 ounces, a lot of caffeine. It's going to negatively affect your sleep. But the protein bar, especially a Kaiko bar, you all saw how much Mike Isertel enjoyed having that in his mouth. That I would recommend. That's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Remember, any of the products described, the Trichesterone, the Kaiko bars, the coaching plans by me and my team, the cookbooks, training books, the Circle Diet book, all this on the website. Don't forget about the Heart of...
See, it's all on the website, man. All the stuff to fake it to make it is on the website. I'll see you in the next one, friends. We love the Tren Twins. They're very entertaining. But if you think that's going to work for you, you have another thing coming. See you in the next. Ciao.